Yo, what's up guys? Today we are back on Pokemon Showdown for another OU live. This time I'm using my boy Benge's teams. I really love using his teams in OU just because they're not standard. They're usually unconventional. They deviate from standard sets, or something is different about them than what's standard, and they're really fun to use. And if you guys didn't know, Greninja has been banned from OU. It was actually a super majority vote, so almost everybody voted for the ban on Greninja. And if I remember to, or if I can find the thread, I shall link it. But if anything, I'm going to depend on Chimpact as per usual to link the thread. So yeah, before I get into the live, I did nickname people, or did nickname my Pokemon after my subscribers that I do notice a lot. First off, we got Dugtrio. Now, that does nothing for you. I'm giving special attack because we don't even need this. But I can't use a Dugtrio. I can't use a Dugtrio without calling it Mr. Jamvat. Shoutouts to my boy Alan, who basically trademarked this. But Dugtrios, they're Jamvats. These are my Jamvats. These are my Jamvats. So I couldn't use Dugtrio without naming it after Jamvat. And by the way, guys, when I announce these people, some of them are very, very, very strong YouTubers. For example, Jamvat, very competitive. I definitely encourage you to check out his channel. This is his channel link. Next up, we have Riahisama, or Riahisama. I know if I'm butchering your name, I'm really sorry, but he has also been subscribed for a while. Likes to say GG, and I thought, you know, Volcarona, get up a quiver dance, it's GG, so I thought it was pretty fitting. Kyle Cole is my Latias, a very, very, very good doubles player. I love his insight. He has a great narration voice, so I definitely encourage you to check him out. Chief Dancing Ostrich, look at that Hyper Beam Pidgeot. This is what I'm talking about. Bengi loves unconventional sets, but I thought it'd be pretty fitting because it's a Pidgeot, it's a bird, like an ostrich, and this guy has probably been subscribed to me since the beginning of my YouTube channel. I think he was one of my first 20 or 50 subscribers. He's really been subbed to me for 4 years, which is like, wow. Next up, we have Ola Sarcasm. If this name is butchered when it actually starts, sorry. But Ola Sarcasm, he's also been around for a long time. His comments are funny or sarcastic, as his name would suggest. And I thought it'd be good for Rotom because, you know, Rotom's been around for a long time, always been a force, and so is he. And last but not least, we got Archos09, another YouTuber that I really like. Great. I know I'm just giving little shoutouts with this, but these are why I notice these people, and also they're frequent commenters. So, yeah, I thought it'd be pretty funny putting Jirachi after that because Rylan is actually not lucky at all. So, we'll see how this works with Subtoxic Jirachi. But yeah, great channel, and he is also a great LPer. So let us look for a battle. I haven't really laddered since the last, actually I haven't laddered at all since the last time I recorded. So hopefully we get some good battles, and I will pause it until we find one. Okay, so we found a battle. Now, first thing I noticed about my opponent's team, I see no Pidgeot switchings. Heat Wave, Hurricane. I am expecting him to lead off with Garchomp, so I don't want to lead off directly with Pidgeot. So I'm actually going to do is lead off with Rotom because I can get a burn on Garchomp. This looks to be a Stealth Rocker. Actually, he has 3 potential Stealth Rockers. And Excadrill could actually be a threat if it is Mold Breaker. I'm trying to be a bit more descriptive. Like, I am descriptive, but I'm trying to explain my win condition. If I get up Rocks, and I get up a Quiver with Volk, it's over. So I'm either going for the Quiver Sweep with Volk, or just spamming Hurricane and Heat Wave with Pidgeot. I want to show off Hyper Beam too, but I'm going to lead off with Rotom just in case he wants to lead off with Garchomp. I can Stealth Rock it. Yes, I can Stealth Rock that Garchomp. That's how I'm going to cripple it. Can you move, buddy? Hello? Oh, there you go. Don't be shy. I can Will-O-Wisp it. Nothing on his team appreciates a burn. He ends up leading off with Skarmory. Even better, I get off a free burn. If he wants to stay in, I have Defog. I'm going to hit this thing with a Will-O-Wisp. He does have a Venusaur. He actually has like 3 potential Megas, though Garchomp is usually SR lead or Scarf. Or I guess it could be mixed. But he ends up staying in with Skarm. As he gets up, ooh, where are we? Doubles? Hello? Okay, Tailwind, that's pretty interesting. That's actually really interesting. I could see why he has it. Maybe he has a choice band in Meta. Don't have a choice band in Metachan. Oh my god, I said it. It's gonna happen. No. 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 But yeah, I could just Volt Switch out. Showdown's still a bit laggy. They're still switching up servers. I don't even know what's happening, but able to hit that thing to a point where if he doesn't have Brave Bird, I can go for Defog. Is that my best play? Another play I can make is go to Jirachi and sub because he would die to burn and I get a kill from there. I'm going to try and defog. He might go for spikes. Tailwind's actually pretty interesting. It's good that Volt Switch didn't bring him down to burn damage. If he doesn't have Brave Bird, he can't block a defog. So if he goes for like a spike and I get off my defog, Skarmory is gone. Another thing I guess he could do is Roost, but I'd be okay with that because at the end of the day, I get off the defog. So I'm just going to click defog. If he doesn't have Brave Bird, like I said, he won't go down to recoil and he won't be able to block my defog and potentially come in with Scarf, Garchomp, and get a kill. So also, if he wants to switch for whatever reason, I go ahead and do it. It's good for me. So he doesn't end up going for Spike, which is great because I can go for a defog. And now I can spam defog until Tailwind ends. He will no longer be able to get up a spike. I believe if he roosts right here, he's in range of Draco. Looking at the Volt Switch damage, because I'm defensive, I'm positive that Draco, Life Orb Draco, could knock it out after a roost and the burn damage. He'll be around, he'll be at like 44%-ish. So I just got rid of his hazards and Skarmory, which is amazing. So, yep, Skarmory is gone. It goes down to burn, and Tailwind, I believe, ends this turn. Yes, it did. It's in little letters, so I really had to look. They should bold this. Nah, it won't really make a difference. But I guess if he wants to, he can go out into Scarf Chomp, if it is Scarf Chomp. Excadrill is also a play, though I wouldn't mind weakening that thing. Honestly, this is a big threat to his team. Outside of Excadrill, he has no other switch. And if it is Driller, I am going to go for Draco just in case it is Scarf. Because what I can do is get off enough damage to the point where I can knock it out with Fire Punch from Jirachi. And that'll do some damage. I'm not really too scared about Conk because I can also Psy Shock it and I get a free Mega. Goes out to Venusaur. Maybe he wants to try and Sleep Powder me. I don't really mind if this thing goes to sleep now that it's basically, I've gotten rid of his Hazard Setter. Unless Excadrill and Garchomp both have Stealth Rock, I don't mind. So I can just hit it with a Psy Shock. This is not a Mega Venusaur. He does end up missing a Leech Seed, a bit unfortunate. Can't do anything about that though. I could potentially double into Jamvad, my Jamvads, predicting Driller if I want to, but I don't feel like I have a need to make that play as I mean, trapping Drill would be awesome for Volcarona if it is Scarf Drill. But outside of that, I don't really think I need to make that play. Let me actually look at the team builder to see if my my Volk outspeeds it. Yes, it does. So all I need is actually Stealth Rock up, and I should be able to sweep his team. Garchomp can take a hit from Volk, but if I got off a bit of damage anyway, it would be in KO range of anything from my attack. So I guess if I weaken Garchomp just a bit, I'm solid versus his team. And he just lets Venusaur die there. He really didn't have a switch into Latias. If I were him, I'd either go out into a Metacham and try and fake out plus BP, which I'm pretty sure won't even knock me out, especially because this thing also has HP investment. And Latias is not frail. He does go out to Drill. It doesn't have Mold Breaker, which is good to know. That means I don't have to risk. Rotom. Basically, Rotom is a free switch. It could be Assault Vest. I feel like it's Assault Vest. I don't know why, but I do. What I am going to do is just go out into my Rotom, because it is a free switch versus this Excadrill. I notice he's more than likely running Sand Rush or something, which is pretty interesting. He might also still be Scarf. I'm going to go for Volt Switch, because if he goes out into Conk, I get the free Mega with my Pidgeot, and I basically am able to fire off a Hurricane. Nothing will want to switch in, and I'll also be able to gauge the damage on Hurricane from Driller, assuming he wants to go out to that, and I can Hurricane that. And I'm sorry that, Showdown is laggier. I'm not going to blame. I've been spoiled by Showdown. I'm not going to blame it. So he has Poison Jab. Very, very interesting. You have Iron Head for poison types. For fairy types. You don't really need Poison Jab. Yeah, he really doesn't need poison jab. Why does he have poison jab? Maybe he wants to this is his elaborate plan to bait my Will-O-Wisp, as he's gonna go out to Conk now, get the free guts boost, and then proceed to smack my team. Nope, he just ends up going for poison jab again. Alright, well, I'm so impatient, man. I don't want to play. I really just want to go out Jam Bad, get up my Stealth Rock, which helped me a lot versus his team. Yeah, I'm going out to Jam Bad. I can get on my Stealth Rock. Because he's burnt, he might not be able to knock me out when he hit. Especially if he goes for Poison Jab right here. He's really trying to poison me. Ah, he got the poison. That's what he wanted. He got what he wanted. I can get up my Stealth Rock just in case he Sash Chomp. And then I get the free Mega with my my Pidgeot anyway. So it doesn't really matter what he wants to do right here. I'm going to make this longer as usual just because of, well, one, where am I on the ranking? Yeah, I'm not that high at all. I have 1248. Wow. This is only my 10th battle on the ladder. I'm sorry, guys. It's just that I really want to just show my climb all the way from here to wherever I decide to go. This isn't road to top 10 or road to rank 1, which I will be starting, but what I really want to do is start it after SPL. Because I want to wait for the tiers to get a bit more stable, as he is able to knock me out with the Earthquake. Do you have Fire Blast? Yes, you do. You have Heat Wave. You do not miss. So, I'm going to go out into my Pidgeot right here. If he is like an Assault Vest variant, for example, he'll probably go for Rapid Spin. He can't knock me out anyway. It's a free Mega, and I outspeed the entirety of his team after that. So, nice. The nickname stuck. I could just Mega. Pidgeot's actually really fast outside of it. Like outside of Mega Evolving. 331 is nothing to laugh at. As I'm just going to pause it until, you know, it ends up working because Showdown's laggy. So he decided to go out to Conkeldurr after that thing went down to Heat Wave, and Conkeldurr just goes down to Hurricane. I'm going to look for another battle because, yeah, this is taking way too long. One, it's only 13 turns. It's been like, what, 8 minutes outside of the 3-minute intro. Ooh, this is a cool team. This looks like my Enter Mega Salamence with Gengar over, what is it, Dougie I think I had? Possibly. Pharaoh, Rotomosh is a solid lead versus anything. Nothing he has can OHKO me. I can get off a Wisp. So that's going to be my plan right there. Does this guy send out a Pokemon? Gonna forfeit. But yeah, that's my plan. Volcarona puts in a lot of work if I could set up to +1, which I get a free setup versus Ferrothorn even if it's Thunder Wave because I'm Lumberry. I get a free setup versus Gar unless it's Taunt. Get a free setup versus Zone. Lottie if it drops a Draco. And if I can weaken Salamence, I win with Pharaoh. Another great Pokemon for this matchup is Pidgeot, which just spams Hurricane in all honesty. And what it doesn't spam Hurricane on, it can hit with Heat Wave. So Chopper comes out. I don't really care what type of Chomp this is. I want to fire off a Hyper Beam, man. But I'll do that. I'll do that last. That'll be my last move right there. But he ends up leading off with Ferrothorn. Pretty good on his part. Probably expected my Rotom, as it was a great lead versus his team. I can burn this though for free. I guess if he wants to go out into Latias, he can. That'd be a pretty decent play. Chomp takes that relatively well. Okay, hits me with a Dragon Rush. Where are we? We're on the lower ladder. My opponent's probably just a bit inexperienced, but that's okay. Ends up going for a Spike. I do not really mind that too much, as I got off the burn with my Will-O-Wisp. It did connect, and what I can do is just Volt Switch clean out into my Lottie and proceed to just defog away these hazards, as I'm able to knock out his Garchomp, and I am going to go for Hyper Beam versus Medicham. I'm 100% going for Hyper Beam versus Medicham. I don't know that I feel this in-game team. Nah, no disrespect to my opponent though. I'm always, you know, joking around, guys. Don't take me seriously. But he does send out his Medicham, and unless he has Fake Out or BP, please knock him out. This is a Hyper Beam, man. What am I even saying please for? Wait, I have to see the animation. More important, I have to see the animation. I really have to see the animation. No! 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 Can I lose? Oh, he has to crit my Jirachi. But, Yeah, it should be fine. I'll just drop a Draco. I'm actually really sad that that didn't work out for me. Ferrothorn, he's probably just going to end up staying and going for hazards again. But I don't really mind that, as I could just go for defog. I guess my best play would be going for Psy Shock and then knocking him out Iron Head after that. But I'm just going to drop a Draco. If I lose this game, so be it. But he does end up going out to Gengar, probably scouting for the HP Fire, as I really want to get up my rocks. That way I can just get up a Quiver Dance with my Volcarona and sweep him. So I don't want to risk him. Do I really care if he wins a speed tie right here? I don't think I care. You are Spadef, so you could actually take any hits. I'm going to go out into my Rotom because I could definitely take any hit that he wants to go for. And I do end up connecting my Draco. And sorry that we were doing 2 battles at once, but normally I would just wait until this one ended and then do another battle. But I believe I could just go out to Rotom. I do have some Spadef investment, so if he does want to end up risking a speed tie right here, so be it. I feel like he will. But Rotom should be fine. I also get to find out what type of Gengar he is, and I don't want to go directly into Pidgeot just yet, as he actually ends up going for sub. So that's good for me, as I can just go right for Volt Switch. And I'm in a good position, because Life Orb, Shadow Ball, or Sludge Wave, it's going to do a decent amount. But, like, yeah, like that did a decent amount. Okay, Rotom definitely wasn't taking 2 hits from this Pokemon. But this can't do anything versus you. Do I have to risk a speed tie? I don't want... Gengar's a threat, man. I really want to get up my rocks, so I'm going out to Jambat. Just because these rocks are so helpful. The fact that his Ferrothorn has spikes is also good to know. It might not have Stealth Rock, since Mamoswine is more than likely a Stealth Rocker. And the reason I'm getting up spikes is because... Stealth Rock is because this Mamoswine is more than likely Focus Sash, just based on the composure of his team. And these Stealth Rock will help me a lot. It also forces his Latias later on to defog. And I can also let him think I have Pursuit on this thing, or Night Slash or something, Stone Edge, anything. Just switch out into Ferrothorn. That's, I think, his best play is switching out to Ferrothorn, but he ends up going for Shadow Ball, as I'm just gonna hit him with a Memento because I can get a free setup with my, well, I get the free Mega with Pidgeot 1, and 2 if he does decide to switch out right here, fearing a Sucker Punch or anything, I don't know. Regardless, I get a free setup by going for Memento. Even if he goes for sub, it's fine. Because like I said, I could just go right for Memento. It's good that he didn't sub right there. I kind of didn't expect him to. I kind of expected him to switch out fearing a Stone Edge or something. I definitely don't have it, but it's an option that Dugtrio runs. So that's something I did expect him to switch out fearing, but he didn't. He doesn't go out to Ferrothorn though, as that's amazing for me. While I could set up with my Volcarona, which I think I'll do anyway, because that keeps out Latias from defogging. Pidgeot isn't bad either, but yeah, I mean, I can just go out to Volcarona and set up. I want to force in his Salamence anyway. I want it to take that Stealth Rock damage, and yeah, this, like I said, this means he cannot get off a defog with Latias. I was debating going out to Pidgeot, which I probably could have, but if he decides to stay in and sack Ferrothorn, he'd get off a defog anyway. So while I can potentially take a Leech Seed right here, I don't really care. I also have Lumberry, as I said earlier, so I don't care about a potential Thunder Wave. I actually hope he has Thunder Wave. That way he feels the terror that is Volcarona afterwards. And I believe +2 Volk. If I can get to +2, I will be able to knock him out with, and I'm timid, so I will be able to knock out Salamence with Fire Blast. So let's see, Salamence. This is just, I don't know what type of Mence it is, but whatever. It's definitely not Mega Mence. Yeah, Fire Blast is this much at +1, +2, +3 should be Oko with Stealth Rock, depending on the damage dam. So he goes out to Mamoswine, which is good for me because I can just knock that thing out with Giga Drain at +1 pretty easily. I don't have to take any damage from, Ice Shard if he does end up going for that. And I definitely outspeed him if he Scarf, so this is all good for me. And another great thing about Volcarona setting up is he's forced to go out into He's forced to go out to Salamence now, take Stealth Rock. I can switch out. The fact that that my Dugtrio is dead is actually really good for me. And actually, to be honest, I can just go for another Quiver Dance versus Salamence, or I can just go for a Fire Blast if I want to. Salamence can't do anything to me. Like, what is he gonna do? I'm just gonna hit him with a Fire Blast. This is +1. Like, I was thinking, okay, I could switch out, but if he sets up a Dragon Dance, I'd rather just go for this and get off enough damage to the point where he can't kill me. That's what I was thinking. Like, he couldn't kill me, so I should be able to knock him out with Giga Drain at this range. And unless I miss versus his entire team, unless I miss Fire Blast versus honestly just versus Zone, I think it's game, because Bug Buzz knocks out the Lottie, and Bug Buzz doesn't knock out Gengar, but a +1 Giga Drain puts me in range where he can't knock me out with any one of his attacks. It does ×4 resist Bug Buzz, but I'm pretty sure a +1 Giga Drain does a decent amount to Gengar. I'll calc it. For those of you asking what calc I use, I'll put it in a second. Yeah, that does a decent amount, especially after Stealth Rock. It's called, well, I'll put it down. This is the link. I always reply in the comments with it, but this is what it's called. It doesn't look like a calc or anything, but yeah, that's what it is. As Ayinza going out into Latias, he doesn't know I have Bug Buzz, but he's gonna die to this Bug Buzz, and it's looking like it's over, because even if he doesn't, like, let's say Volcarona for some reason dies, like I miss versus Magnezone, then Pidgeot just wins. So it's basically over at this point. I actually see him. This is why he leaves the comments GG, because Volcarona is just so good at sweeping. Wow, it's already been 22 minutes. That's crazy. Only 2 battles. If this was a PO live, this would be I'd be on my 6th battle right now. But he goes out to Zone. Let's see if I can hit Fire Blast. If I can't, it doesn't matter. If I do, I win. So yeah, I believe that's gonna be game. Gengar after Stealth Rocks, after Giga Drain, even if he crits me, he's down to 1 life orb hit after that. I can go out to Latias and basically force him to. I can force him to, force a speed tie instead of going for Pain Split if he has Pain Split. And I believe I could just go for Bug Buzz right here. Even if I can't knock him out with Bug Buzz, I get a free sub with Jirachi after that versus this thing, and that will allow me to beat Gengar. So it's my best play. I also get off a free Mega with Pidgeot, which is probably better than anything. But yeah, he goes for Leech Seed. All right. Well, in any case, maybe he doesn't have Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball definitely should have been the option that he went for. Of course, he was burnt, so it wasn't going to do anything anyway. Maybe that probably did more damage, but he has Tech. He's honestly just stalling out next few turns. To be honest, I want to get a free kill with Pidgey. I want Pidgeot to just come in and finish off the game. So he ends up getting a double protect, which doesn't really matter, I think, as Pidgeot just comes in. I have no guard Heat Wave, so I'm not missing anything, and Pidgeot also allows me to beat Gengar at the end. So this should be game right here, unless I'm missing something. But I Mega Evolve, click Heat Wave, and it's over, right? The good thing about Pidgeot and Dugtrio is it has U-turn. So if my opponent has a Heat Ran, I just U-turn out versus the Heat Ran. Like on the switch in the Heat Ran, I trap it with Dougie, and I get a free setup. This also pairs so well with Volk. It's very similar to Black and White Sun teams, or just teams in general that ran Volcarona plus Dougie for trapping Heat Ran. And yeah, it's gonna be that should be game. That's game. It's 100% game. It's Life Orb, unless someone bugged out Showdown. So I should be able to knock him out with this Hurricane, and I'll look for another battle after this. And I guess I'll, my catchphrase. What are my catchphrases? I'm tired. I did a hell of a lot. I'll pause it until he makes a move. We'll be right back. What else? Work with me, guys. Work with me. Drop a Draco. Alright, I'm gonna need some help in the comments, guys. What are my catchphrases? You guys definitely know me. But yeah, gonna pause until we find one. Be right back. because I don't like to call people bad. I think that's kind of rude, for one. But yeah, I like this game. I like his team. It's exactly what I wanted. I can lead Pidgeot and U-turn out versus Breloom, switch out versus T-Tar. U-turn if he decides to bring out Tran and then get the free trap with Dougie. It's pretty nice. This guy said hello to me, so I said hi. But I guess that's the extent of our conversation. He's more than likely Sashloom, but I want to go for U-turn anyway. As what's going to be useless in this battle? Honestly, I feel Lottie, not useless necessarily, but I don't really mind if Lottie goes to sleep, and he does end up switching out. Oh my God, Dugtrio, you lord! This is amazing. I get the free, I get the free trap with Dugtrio. I thought he was Sashloom, but maybe not. Maybe didn't want to risk the Hurricane Confusion, but I do get the free trap with Dougie. I should be able to kill this T-Tar no matter what it is. Even if it's physically defensive, I have Focus Sash, so it doesn't matter. If he's Scarf, I'm not sure if Scarf Tar dies at 80%. I don't think it's Scarf Tar though, because he has Extra Drill for Bird Spam, so it's more than likely a Stealth Rocker, and it's actually good for me that he goes for Fire Blast. So it's actually good for me that he doesn't get up Stealth Rocker with this thing. Heatran could also be a Stealth Rocker, but it's really good for me that he doesn't get up Stealth Rock, and I'm able to get rid of one of the threats for Pidgeot just to do work in this game. Another Pokemon that does work, again, Bulk works a lot of teams. If I can get rid of Heatran, Subtoxic Rachi puts in some work as well. I'm not too worried about Pinsir or Driller because Rotom Wash is here, but Rotom Wash is really worn down by those two. So it's good that I have Healing Wish. So he goes out to Drill, as it is on an Air Balloon. It is Sand Rush. I could see him doing a double right here because Air Balloon stops him from being trapped by Arena Trap. So he could pull a double out into Breloom if he wants to. But to be honest, I don't really care too much. If he wants to pull that double, that's fine. I lose nothing for that. And it looks like he didn't. As I now get off a free Volt Switch. He has Iron Head, which he probably doesn't have Return or something to do any damage to me. So I'm just going to go right for Volt Switch. If he wants to go out to Loom, that's great. I get off a free Hurricane or even a U-turn with my Pidgeot. I might be tempted to go for U-turn, predicting his Heatran. It's honestly, like, I'm just in such a good position. I think this would be a good way to end this. Just showing off how well the team does. But I might get another battle after. Who knows? Depends on how much time this takes. Though I am liking the fact that we're on turn 5 and not everything's half dead. So, but I feel like I have a pretty decent matchup as long as I play it well. So, I should be able to just go for Volt Switch. Latias is definitely a switching on my opponent's part. So is I guess Breloom and Latias are the two switches I'm looking at. I think Heatran could potentially work if he's predicting a Will-O-Wisp or something. But if he goes out to Tran, you are trapped. And I just set up, well, I just spam Hurricane 1 or Heat Wave. The fact that his Sand could potentially end soon is good for me too. But he ends up going out into his Latias. That did 0. Is this guy actually Assault Vest? Well, we'll find out right here based on the Sand damage, because what I can do is go out to Pidgeot and go for U-turn. And I'm also finding out if this thing's Scarf or not. So, or not, Sand ends. No, 12%. It would have done 12%. I was thinking crits do double. I'm dumb. But I should be able to just go right for U-turn right here. As I'll get off a bit of extra damage. He's probably a Life Orb variant. I don't even think... Why did I say Zassive Assault? But yeah, U-turn is by far my best play, as he's more than likely gonna drop a Draco right here. Let's see if Rylan can do some work this game. I can definitely see myself doubling into Dougie if I want to, but the thing is, I can also just sack Jirachi to get a free switch. Yeah, I can also just sack Jirachi to be honest, to get a free switch into Dugtrio. That's probably the more passive play. So, what I believe I will do, because I could double right here, but if he predicts that, that's bad for me. I'll just go for Iron Head. I don't care if he goes Tran. I can always sack Rachi, that way I get a free switch into it, as he doesn't go in Tran. and looking like it's regular Tran. Yeah, like I said, I could have pulled a double right there, but another thing, like I said, I could just stack Rashi. So I'll be in a good position right here as I get the free kill with Tran after that. So I'm gonna let me boost his fire moves. That way he 100% kills me. Let me boost his Lava Plume. He might also double into Breloom, predicting my or Breloom or Excadrill predicting my Dugtrio. So I'm in a really good position right now. Fire Punch is my best play. It forces him to kill me. If he goes for Roar, that's good. Please work. I don't want to flinch him. I'd rather get off damage with Fire Punch. Give him a little boost. That Life Orb Draco, that Draco did a lot. What type of... I don't even know what type of Latios it is, but I know it's not Scarf because Pidgeot did outspeed it. So I'm just going to go for Fire Punch. Obviously, he's not going to predict. He did actually expect some sort of switch out into, and I get a burn. It didn't matter in a sense because I do outspeed Pinsir before Mega Evolving. He did expect though either my Rotom or I guess me to risk Dougie right there, but I had no reason to. Unfortunately for my opponent, I did get a burn, but damn. Thanks, man. Thanks. I guess he's not even salty about the burn. I like this guy. Hedge Clippers. Again, it didn't matter in a sense because I outspeeded this turn anyway. This does run enough speed to outspeed those Pokemon before they Mega Evolve, as in Medicham and Mega Pinsir. So I can knock it out with the Iron Head as it is gone. And yeah, it's really looking like Dougie's going to put in so much work this game. Goes out to Loom. But I didn't even have to use Dougie because Pidgeot wins. Damn, man. I really love this build by Benge. It's, it's kind of standard in a sense, but Hyper Beam Pidgeot just makes it really cool. And Pidgeot's such a great lure for Heatran as he doesn't go in for Spore. Now, to be honest, I could double right here. Do I want to look flashy? Do I want to look flashy? I gotta do it for the YouTube, man. I really want to double into my Jambad. But I'm in a good position, man. I have to do a scroll poll on Twitter to see what they want me to do. Because he could just go for Mach Punch as well. I'm gonna pull the double. I'm gonna do it just because my my instinct is making me. You know what sucks? If he does go for Mach Punch, I could potentially lose. But he ended up going out to Lottie. And even then, I don't like that for me. I really don't like that for me. So I'm just gonna go right back out into. I don't need my own Lottie for this game, but I could sack my Lottie, go out into Volcarona, quiver up, and force him to go out to Tran, and then I just trap with Dougie. Okay, let's take a play. I'm gonna sack my Lottie. As I said, get the free switch into. Get the free switch into Volcarona, quiver up, force him into Heatran to either roar me out or do whatever he wants to do. And at the end of the day, I sack my Volk. That way I get the trap with Dougie, and then I win with Pidgeot. So I hope people follow me in that. That's my plan with this team. Had he not doubled, which he didn't. So, like I said, sack Lottie to the Draco. Get the free quiver with my Volk. I actually don't even need to quiver. Because my Volcarona has enough speed for Excadrill outside of Sand. So, yeah, I don't even need a Quiver Dance up. I can just fire off a Bug Buzz right here. For free. I break his Excadrill's Balloon. I break a potential Sash on Breloom, which is actually more so what I'm going for because I don't want him Rock Tombing me. So, even though if he did, I'd get off damage anyway to the point where I could just click U-turn with my Pidgeot. So, I don't even have to Quiver Dance up with my Volcarona. As he goes out to Drill, hoping that he can outspeed me after, or just sacking it. But yeah, I can score right for Fire Blast right here and knock him out. I don't even need to Quiver Dance up to win this battle. So I'm gonna pause until he picks him. We'll be right back. So his extra drill goes down to Fire Blast as he goes out into Latios right now. I don't think he can knock me out with Draco unless that actually is Specs Lati. Though I'm not sure. So we can, I guess we can find out right now as I will be able to knock him out. I honestly don't need to do this play, but it was Specs Lati. Wow. As I can knock him out with Bug Buzz, and he's forced to go out to Loom. If he goes for the Mach Punch, he can potentially get burnt, which means Dougie and, you know, Hurricane, Pidgeot, etc., etc. It's basically over. It's not exactly going how I pictured, but it's not going like bad or poorly either. So I am just gonna Quiver Dance up just so I can get off a bit more damage with Bug Buzz. Imagine he's sub, but I have Rotom Wash in the back anyway, so I'm not even worried about this Heat Ram. Whatever he wants to do, I could go for damage, but it doesn't make a difference. Actually, no. Bug Buzz is my best play. Bug Buzz is my best play in case he goes on to Breloom. I can break a potential Sash. Okay. You don't agree with me, Showdown. I see how it is. But he's able to knock me out with Lava Plume as I can now go out into my Jam Vad. My Jam Vad's doing what my Jam Vads do best. Killing Tran. And I click Earthquake. And I click Earthquake again. Or I click Memento, rather. I'm talking about versus Breloom. Yeah, I click Earthquake and then I click Memento. And I can finish him off with the Hurricane. Oh, I got a crit. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. But he's going to go down. And I'm trying to think about if this is actually Sash Loom. I never, ever broke his Sash. But just because he's Sash Loom doesn't mean he's necessarily... Just because he's Sash Loom doesn't mean he's like a necessarily SD. But I can just go right for Memento right here. Getting the free switch into my Pidgeot. I want to go out to Pidgeot because I can fire off her Hyper Beam. Mega Pidgeot. You're timid. I want Hyper Beam to finish off the game. Have you guys been playing Gen 1 random battles on Showdown? It's amazing. They are so fun. It dies. Yes. But I'm able to knock him out with that. Or not knock him out, but lower his attack to the point where even if he gets up in SD, I switch out. After, if he does end up being a Sash variant or a Miss Hyper Beam, which I can't because of no guard. But let's say if he does end up being a Sash variant, which he probably isn't because he's saying good game. Yeah, Hyper Beam finishes him off, and that's... I'm happy. I am happy. Yeah, he is a Life Orb variant just looking at the damage, and I'm able to finish him off with Hyper Beam, and that is a great way to end this session, just going for Hyper Beam with that. So, hope you guys all enjoyed. Showdown is really laggy, so I apologize for the length of these videos. I really do. Hopefully I can talk to somebody and see what we can do about the server. Honestly, I can't complain though, because I play this game for free on Pokemon Showdown, so I really do appreciate it though. And yeah, guys, go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you ever want to have a chance to battle me on Wi-Fi. When I'm looking for a battle, you know, I ask for a battle, and that's the best place to go. Challenging me doesn't really work there because it's really my schedule is kind of it's not concrete. So like I don't know when I'm available and when I'm not. So if I don't reply and you send me a challenge, I do apologize. I get a lot of tweets a day. But yeah, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to. Of course, I do appreciate the comments, and likes also really help my channel grow. I'm actually I'm 3/4 there to 100K, and that's amazing. That's wow. I am very thankful for that. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Stay tuned for more ORAS Wi-Fi battles, Showdown lives, and whatever from me. So until next time, guys, later.